Oh, now we are live. So, hello, YouTube. We are here for another English immersion. My name is Camila. I'm going to be the host from this conversation. I am here with Iago, Luiz, Juliano, and Alexandre. But first of all, I would like to explain a little bit about the platform for those who don't know what is Talk and Talk and what we are doing here. So, Talk and Talk is a language conversation platform. And here you can find the conversations in English, Spanish, French, Italian, and now we have German. So it's a great opportunity to practice your language. It's only a way to put in practice your language. And just to clarify, I'm not a teacher. I'm not here to teach something about English. We are here just to practice our English and to learn from the other's way to speak, to get new vocabulary, to change experience, to change opinion, and of course to get more in touch with the language. And as always, we start our with our self-presentation. So I would ask you, Iago, could you please introduce yourself for us?
Okay. Hello, everyone. My name is Iago. I'm 29. I live in Apoiarés, a small town in Ceará. I I live here with my husband and 7 cats. I work as an instructional designer. I love to read in my free time, and I like to go to the gym on a daily basis, and I think that's it.
Nice, nice. A big family, right? Thank you, Iago. And how about you, Luis? My friend, could you please? Cannot hear you
Yes,
now.
hello. Hello, guys. My name is Luis. I'm from Campo Grande City. I'm 44 years old. I'm a data analyst. And in my spare time, I like to play music and listen music and uh, and make some outside activities as well.
Great, great. Good to see you here, Luis. Thank you. And how about you, Alexandre? Could you please introduce yourself?
Yes, my name is Alexandre. I'm from Victoria. I'm here since July 2020, improve my English and try to learn French, Spanish, and Italian. I'm 70. I'm in marriage. I have 3 kids, and I'm here to improve my English. Right? Thank you.
Oh, good to see you here, Alexandre. Welcome back. Thank you. And how about you, Juliano?
Good afternoon, guys. My name is Juliano. I am 21 years old. I am science and technology student, and my hobbies are workout in the gym, read some mangas, and that's it.
Oh, great. Good to see you, Juliano, here for another immersion. So, guys, my name is Camila, as I said before. I am 40 years old. I live in São Paulo, the capital, and I work as an accountant in an energy company. I've been studying here since the last April, here in the platform, and I became a host in July just to put in practice other skills that I could improve. I am a cough addicted person. I love to study English. I love to read, and I love to have great connection, build a great network, talk with people, listen to the others. So it's a awesome opportunity to be here with you guys. So let's move on. The topic from today is friends or foe. Why we need friends. It's a good topic. But let's see what we can get from this conversation. Okay, guys. Julian, your turn. Can you read the question number 1 and answer, please?
Of course. Number one is, could you share a few things about who you are? Okay. Uh, about me, I'm a person that really like to study some subject, different subjects. So I really like to study about a lot of science, you know. So I study maths, chemistry,
Wonderful.
So I study a lot of science because the college. And I really like to study English too. I really want to become fluent in this language. And the other things about me, I really like to work out. I really like. So I try to go almost every day if I can. What else? Watch animes and read mangas because since I was a kid, I grew up seeing this kind of story content. And what else? Yeah, I think it just that's it.
Where do you live, Juliano? Sorry, I forgot.
I live in São Bernardo, São Paulo.
Oh, nice. You're from São Paulo. Great. Awesome. Thank you, Juliano. And how about you, Alexandre? Try. Can you answer that question in a different way, speaking about who you are? I cannot hear you, Alexandre.
Was attending the call.
Oh, no worries.
So, what qualities do you think make someone a true friend?
No,
Like,
we are talking about the question number one. Sorry.
number
Uh,
one,
yes, just explain who you are in a different way as you presented yourself.
oh my gosh.
It's a difficult question, right?
So guys, as I said, I'm Alexandre. I'm from a small village, Alegre, interior, south of the state. I moved to Vitória in 1978 to study more, to prepare myself for vestibular and passing in a bank contest. And in the 80s, 98, I achieved these two goals. I quit vestibular because I went to work in Colatina in a bank. It was my my first choice, my blessed choice. Uh, I worked in a bank 35 years, more than 35 years, because I worked 2 years in Banesh, Banco do Espírito Santo. I'm an accountant like you, Camila, but I didn't practice my
Oh,
profession. Yeah,
great.
I think it's a little about me.
Great. Good to know about that. It's a new skill about yourself, Alexandre. I didn't know about it. Great. Thank you, Alexandre. And you, Luis, tell me about who you are.
Well, who am I is very hard to talk about me, but I think I am just a simple guy with who loves music and wants to see the world and another cultures. I think it's only this. Just a simple guy, introvert guy who is trying to improve some things.
Do you think you are introvert guy? Yeah,
Yes, I'm very introvert, very shy, and yeah, I'm trying to deal with that with this.
you are doing well, I guess. Thank you, Luis.
Thanks.
Thank you, Luis. And how about you, Iago? Who you are?
I was trying to think because for me it's really hard to answer this kind of questions because it make me realize that I still don't know myself enough.
Oh,
I still
yeah.
have this feeling, that I don't know myself enough so I can define myself. But I think that it's a good thing. I think that it's bad when we have too many certitudes about life, about ourselves. But other things about me besides what I always say on my introduction. I always lived in Ceará, but my hometown is Baturité. It's close by the mountains. It's a big city. Um, and I used to go a lot to the mountains close there when I was a child and when I was a teenager. Then I moved to the city that I live now to because of my husband. He lives here. He is a public employee, I think.
Okay.
And and then he's a teacher. I used to be a teacher, an English teacher in public schools here also.
Oh, nice, really.
But then because I have a degree in English, but I am not teaching anymore. I stopped teaching in 2020, I think, and then in 2021 I became a pedagogical coordinator in my city, and then I hated it. It was the worst experience in my life. And then I quit there, and now I am still working with education, but in a different kind of way. That is instructional design. It's still related, but not teaching, you know. What else? I I was raised in a very religious play home, but then I left the religion also.
Yeah,
when,
wow.
when I grow up. I used to be an atheist, but I think that I have my doubts now about God or any other thing about it, you know, about spiritual. I think that it's something that I need to explore more. Besides the black and white of religion, you know, that's something that bothers me sometimes. Um, yeah, I think that's it. That it's what I can remember right now.
I love it. I love it. I almost was a teacher. I had a curse, talking about myself, I had a curse when I was a teenager. Here in São Paulo, the name was Magistério, and I decided to quit because I wasn't happy in that time. So I give up and start to do my business administration degree in that time. Years ago. But nowadays, I think this could be a good option for me. I don't know why I give up about it. I don't know. Maybe I was like in a teenage mood when you don't like the choose of your life or when you don't know what is good for you. Just because my mom said this is good for you, and then I said, oh, this isn't. I'm sure this is not because I was not able to choose something that time. But I think in that time I started to study Spanish, so I know a little bit about Spanish because I started to study since I was, I don't know, maybe 14, I guess. Let me see what else about me. We're talking about being a teacher. I had some specific a technical course related to hospitality. I put here, but it's a hotelaria. I had this technical course, but I left because I was like, oh, I don't think this is for me. I don't know what what would happen in my life if I could choose one of these. Let me see what else. Oh, you said about religion. I'm not a religion person, but I was baptized in Catholicism, but I'm not a religion person. I guess this happened when I was not able to decide something. But of course, I believe in something, but I don't think this need to be, of course, this don't need to be a religion. I just believe in something. I have my prayers. I have my beliefs, I think. What else? I think that's it, guys. It's difficult to talk about these, right? I remember that I chose a topic from my immersion that you need to try explain who you are instead of saying what you do for your job. And this is a good thing. So I can't see if I can change the topic because I think it's really hard to say that. But let's move on. I am
Can I
speaking a
say
lot.
more, a little more about me?
Of course, Alexandre, please.
Because you said about the you will study for a magister, but you don't like it. You study for
Yeah.
accountants. In my case, it's totally in contrary. I was born in a very small, in a very poor countryside without everything to be proud, even
Mhm.
school, clothes, shoes, uh, and until 15, I was totally illiterate. When I was 12, I was attacked by a dog, uh, angry dog, and I
Oh,
went to the city to get vaccine. And there, in the city, I was walking down the street to go to the pharmacy and passing from the beautiful building, elegant men working inside it. And I talked to myself, oh, that's the place I would like to work.
oh,
Yeah.
really?
But the vaccine ended, and then I went to the outside again to my family. And when I was 16, when I was 15, a teacher appeared in the outside because she married with the farmer's son, with the farmer's son. And then
Okay.
she made a small school there. And I studied a little, 6 months, 7 months. And then the next year, 16 years old, I moved to the city. And then I could read what was right in the building door. Was right, Banco do Brasil. So, I will work in the Banco do Brasil, but I didn't know what was work in a bank.
Okay.
But it was a good choice because that time working in a bank was would receive good salary. And then I studied 24/7 to pass in this contest.
Okay.
And I chose my profession, my work when I was 12. Like,
Wow, great, great. I think in that time our parents decide to get us stability in this career, I guess. Until nowadays, of course, I think. But I don't know. Sometimes I am here in the immersion and my mom's come to me and said, "Oh, you should try to get a public test." I don't know how can I say concurso público. And I, oh
mhm.
my gosh, I am 40, mom. But she always thinking about this. You need to try, and it's different to change her mind. They have this feeling, I guess, the stability. I think. Good point, Alexander. Thank you. Let's move on. Your turn, Luis. Question number 2. It's a good question again.
Yes, yes, yes. Question number 2. What qualities do you think make someone a true friend? Yes, I think that's very easy, to be honest, because when you have a true friend, I think that I said this before in another immersions. It's very simple because it's just love the same things and hate the same things.
Mm,
So when you love, for instance, it's hard to say because I grew up in a countryside and it was very difficult to meet people who had the same taste that I had in that time because I grew up in a very conservative place and I wasn't very conservative in that time. I was a punk
mm.
rock kid. I was totally outside society, and everyone here loves trucks, loves rodeo, and I loved cinema, books, piano, and it was very hard to find friends, you know. And my friends was like little treasures, it was very important to be in a safe place, because then was trying to escape this kind of society, I think something like that.
Yeah, it's funny to hear your story, Luis. Like you were like in a different group, right? Totally different of
Yes,
your
yes, yes. It was very hard at that time. It was very hard because it was the 90s, and the 90s was very hard times.
Yeah.
I don't know if you can imagine it. You grow up in a rural environment, and suddenly there's a group of strange boys wearing just black clothes and listen horrible music. This kind of things was crazy times, good times.
I think until nowadays it's hard to when you see this group. They are really close. I guess they are really angry sometimes and close, and you feel afraid about them. But they are always a good people. I think you are a good
Yes,
people.
yes.
So it's good to know. Thank you, Luis. And you, Iago, can you answer that? I know you can. I know you can.
I think that I think that Luis said everything about loving the same things and hating the same things, you know.
Yeah.
I think that that's something that we all, I don't know, when I think that the person that I became friends with, I always think about we talking bad about someone, you know, making gossiping about the same subject. So I always think in this, but I think that a true friend, um, I think that it comes with, I don't know a word specific, but I don't know. I think that for me, it has to be a good person. Basically, it has to to think about the same values that I appreciate for me and in other people. I think that that's something important for me. I don't know. I think that we talked about it last week. I have this
Yeah,
feeling.
I don't remember. Yeah, it was.
I think that I talk about it in some. I think that Louise was in the same immersion that it was a similar subject. But anyway,
Yes.
but I think that the I need to match some things that I think, you know, because I can be friends with people that are disrespectful to other people, you know. Juliano, also remember the subject. Yeah, I think that we talk about something similar. But yeah, and I think that I need to feel love for this person no matter what. I think, for example, I have some friends that I may not speak for a while, but I always feel this love and this admiration for how the other person is doing, you know. These days, a friend of mine that I don't talk too much anymore, he's living in another state. But he passed in for a doctor's degree. I think that it's the third
Wow.
doutorado, you think? And he's really young. He's like 25, 24 or 25 yet. And he passed on that. And I was so happy for him. And I don't talk to him that much, you know, anymore, but I love him so much. I have this feeling so strong for him. It's still that it's something that it's really important, I think. I don't know if I answered the question, but I
No,
think
you
that's
said
it.
you said that almost like the same values sometimes can be something that happens. You said something like, "Oh, I need to see the if the person it's a good, I don't know, good person." But I have some friends since I was a kid. And how can I define who is the good person when I am, I don't know, 5 or 7? Like this is something different. This just happened with me. I have a friend who studied together since, I don't know, since 7. We were 7, I think. And we have time, we speak until now. We have contact. We know each other until now. We are really close. But I don't know. I think just the same taste for the things. Like if you like to sports and the other the same. But I think this is not enough because if you were, you could be a huge group of friends. I think something different can make us. I don't know. But good point, Tiago. And how about you, Juliano? Do you have ideas about it?
About this question number two, I also have this feeling that I
Yes, I'm
participate.
from it. Yeah.
So probably I'm gonna answer the same question.
The
Maybe
same way.
that I
No
so
problem, no problem.
uh, about this question, I think a true friend is someone that is loyal, you know, loyal, faithful, and you can count on the bad moments and the good moments, you know, because this is what I believe, you know. A true friend is someone that when you are living good moment are there with you, live in this good moment, but when you are living a bad moment, you can count on this person too, you know. I think
Mhm.
it's to me it's everything's about it, you know. Of course we have other things like it's important this person have uh the same values, maybe the same tastes, you know. It's very important because when someone have the same tastes than you and values, it's more easy to have different conversation, you know, because you can feel better talking with this person. But in other case, you have some friend that is totally different from you, you know, have different tastes, different things that like to do, but you know that this person you can count on, you know, and it's very good too because
Yeah.
talk about friends is always different and amazing because sometimes you have friends that really looks like you and other things that really different like you, but you can count on too, you know. So it's very good, and I
Nice,
think
nice.
that's it.
Nice. And you can have a gossip with someone, right? So it's like it's a good point. I think you need to answer that, right, Alexandre? Do you have you ever answered? No, I don't think
No,
so,
I
right?
no,
Okay.
but it's a short answer. A person who you can count on him 100%,
Mm-hmm.
and he can count on you 100%. I think the very small group of friends that you can count on them 24 hours, right?
Okay.
And a true friends.
Yes. Yeah. I think nowadays is at least for me, it's difficult to maintain a good to find true friends or to maintain the oldest. I think it's I don't know about the technology and these things, but I think nowadays it's a kind of rare situation, you know, like it's difficult for me. I don't know. But guys, let's move on. I have a polemic question here. Number 4. Have you ever had a friend who turned into an enemy? What happened? Your turn, Iago. Please open your heart. No judgments.
I don't know because I hate conflict.
Oh,
So
yeah.
when someone do something bad to me or to other person that I like, you know, I I always try just to be away of this person. I stop
Mhm.
talking, I stop meeting, you know, and then we're not speaking anymore. But when I was a teenager,
Oh, gosh.
I have this friend that when I was a teenager, I had a credit card. My mom gave it to me at a really young age
Oh, gosh.
because I had a work and I always was really responsible with money, so I never had a problem with that. But a friend of mine asked if he could buy a cell phone on my credit card. Then I talked to my mom, and she was like, "Oh, I think that it's fine." And I was okay. That was the first and only experience borrowing my credit card or any kind of money to other person because it was terrible. I had to charge every month. He always delayed the payments, like he was like 2, 3 months behind, and I had to cover it. And I was a teenager.
Oh,
I didn't have enough money. I was working. The money was for myself, you know. But I had to cover it because otherwise I was pay the fees, and we know that credit card fees are terrible or really
oh,
high, you know.
gosh.
And then we had we had kind of like a little fight. And then I started to talking bad things about him to my other friends. I know that it's not a right thing, but I was a teenager, you know.
Oh, meu Deus.
That is I forgot how to say justificável. I was really
Yeah.
young.
But in that time, I guess a cell phone it was really expensive in that
Really
time.
expensive. It was like,
Oh,
I don't know, maybe 600, and it was a lot of money.
yeah,
2012, I think. Like the minimum salary was 900, I think, or
yeah.
less.
Oh my gosh.
But anyway, that happened. I was talking really bad about him to any other friend that I had. But he delays a lot, but he paid me after all.
Oh my gosh. Good, a good story. I love it to hear
And
that.
I am, because of that,
Mhm.
I don't borrow money or my credit card to anyone anymore.
Oh my gosh. And your mom was in that situation, right? She knew about it.
She knew about it, but she didn't involve. She was like, "Oh, this is your credit card."
Can you see your name in that? So it's your decision. You have to pay. Oh my gosh. Nice. And how about you, Alexandre? Do you have any mix in this situation?
I have, because we didn't uh, wait to be friends again.
Okay.
When I was working at bank, I was cashier. We was like 12 cashiers working in the same place. In that time, I bought a stolen car. Imagine you
Oh
bought
my
a car,
God.
and then the police call you and say this car was stolen in
Oh
Colatina.
my gosh.
So it was a little confusing, afraid of it. And because of that, until I handled the situation, I make a lot of mistakes in my cashier. Every day my cashier didn't match in
Mm-hmm.
the end of the day because I was nervous. I was thinking about the police all the time. And in the bank, people, college people who make a lot of mistakes, Ingua,
Okay.
and they start to call me Ingua.
Oh my
Yes.
gosh.
And it started to call me Alexingua.
Ah, oh
That
my
I
gosh.
didn't like that. I'm a person who respect the line of other people, and I deserve the same. So I talk to everyone about that. Everyone understand the situation, but
Okay.
one guy said no, or I call you Alexingua forever, or we didn't talk anymore.
Oh my gosh.
And then I say to him, it's your choice. So
Mm-hmm.
we continue working. We are retired now. We find each other down the street, walking in the beach, but we didn't look, like I say, into eyes.
Okay.
We didn't look at each other. It was in the 90s,
Oh my gosh.
about almost 4 years. And I think don't, maybe she regret about, but uh, it's impossible to have a
Yeah.
friend like that.
Wow, Alexandre. What a tough story. And oh my gosh, this is a difficult situation. Oh my gosh. It's totally an enemy, I think, in this situation. Cannot be a friend anymore.
Yes.
Oh my gosh. Thank you, Alexandre. And how about you, Luis? Do you have some?
Not that was my friends, close friends, but
Mm-hmm.
a lot of coworkers. Yes, I have a lot of enemies
Mm,
because I am very, I don't know how to say, because I worked in a public service for many years, and
okay.
I am very, I don't know how to say, legalista.
Okay.
I'm a very bureaucratic guy, and
Mm-hmm.
in public service, you had different kinds of the way the people think and how to deal with the public service. And in 20 years, I made a lot of enemies, unfortunately. But I
Okay.
lost a lot of friends as well because I think that is life, you know. But
Mhm.
with my friends, not we fight, just uh, the light turns off, you know. But
Yeah.
in work, yes, I have a lot of enemies, unfortunately.
Yes, I think I have some, as you, in the work environment, the same problem. Like no one, like you decide to, maybe you try to talk with someone about, oh, could you answer my email? And the other don't accept it. It just became an enemy, like just because a small thing happened. But I had some related to a work environment, as you always, because it's almost impossible to be friend of everybody in the office, for example. So
Yes.
it's a common situation, I guess. Thank you, Luis. How about you, Juliano? Do you have some enemies? I don't think you have.
No, I don't have. I like Iago. I really don't like to fight, to have argument, you know. But when I was a kid, I used to. In my case, it's different because this question is if I had a friend who turned into an enemy. But in my
Mhm.
case, is I already have enemy that turned into
Become
a
a
friend.
friend?
Yes, because
Oh,
when I was a kid, I used to in primary school, elementary school, I used to fight a lot with my friends, you know, in the school and the other person. I was a hard kid. So I already fight a lot, and a lot of times that I fight with someone, after a while, this person become a friend, you know. So that in my case is different, you know.
well,
But nowadays I don't have more the contact because I used to live in Belo Horizonte, and nowadays I am living in São Paulo. So I lost the contact because in that time we didn't have. Yes, of course, already is have internet, but it's very expensive to have in this time in that time. So I lost the contact, you know. So
it's difficult,
that's
right, to maintain this, I guess. I don't know. We can, but I don't know. It's difficult to get this in touch with some friends.
yes. In that time I was 8 years old, you know.
Oh
So
gosh.
it's very hard to
Okay.
keep in touch, you know. I have I follow some friends on Instagram, but we don't have more the same contact, you know. It's
Yeah.
different nowadays. We are young adults, you know. So we can think about the good moments that we had, you know, but we don't have more the same contact, but the
Yeah.
good memories are there, you know, to think, to remember, but it's not the same thing anymore.
Okay, I get it. I think I agree with you. Maybe we are going for a different path in the future. I don't know. This happens a lot, I think. Guys, I have a question here, but number 6. What do you think, Iago? Your turn.
Do you believe friendships more important than romantic relationships? Why? I I think so because I think that romantic relationships comes with good friendship first. You know, of course you can have you you might have like a romantic interest in other person already, but you never talk to the person. You know that can happen. But I think that we only have have this when we become friends of the other person, you know. I think that we always need to know better the other person, to become friends and then to be in a romantic relationship and really love the other person. So I think that thinking in this way, friendship is more important because I think that if, for example, in a romantic relationship, if the friendship is over, I think that it's nothing left, maybe, you know. if you start to see that you have nothing in common with the other person, or you are going in different ways, I don't see that it has a future, you know. So I think that friendship, it is more important than romantic relationships. And of course, have a partner is a really good thing. I really can't imagine my life without my husband.
Mm-hmm.
But I think that friends keep us alive in other ways, you know. I was having this conversation with my husband last year, for example, that I was talking to him because we live in a small town and I moved here. So I don't have friends here exactly, you know, and my friends
Okay.
are all over the place right now. So I was talking to
Mm-hmm.
him that I was feeling this need to see my friends because we always travel, we always are seeing like the couple's friends, you know. And then I was with this feeling that I think that I need to see my friends that they are only mine.
It's
You
totally
know.
different, right? Totally
Yes,
different.
totally different. um and then I met a friend and it was awesome seeing her because I didn't see her for a while, you know. So I think that, yeah, I answered the question. I think that friendship is more important than romantic relationships. And even in romantic relationships, being friends with your partner, it's really important.
Yes, I totally agree with that. You need to maintain that kind of friendship inside of relationship. I get it. I totally agree with you, Iago. Thank you. And how about you, Juliano?
About
What do
me,
you
this
think about this question?
I think romantic relationship is more important, but
Mm-hmm.
because in my view, my girlfriend is my best friend, you know, and
Oh,
is my
nice.
girlfriend too, you know, so it's important. Uh, but it's important to have friends, you know,
Mm-hmm.
so it's important to have a balance. So I need to have my time with my friends, hang out with my friends, you know, group of friends, you know, and I need to have my time with my girlfriend too, you know. So I think it's a mix because sometimes you can't stop to talk with your friends, you can't stop to hang out with your friends, you know.
Yeah.
But it's important you have a balance too, you know, because
Mm-hmm.
when you are living a romantic relationship, you need have time to both, you know. You a lot of people when begin to date stop to talk with your friends, stop to hang
Yeah.
out with your friends, you know, and this is very bad, you know. Of course, have some kind of place that you can't go more, you know. So for example, when I was single, I used to hang out to Paris, you know, of college and things like that. Nowadays, I can't do it more with my friends because there it's a place that, of course, I can go if I go with my girlfriend because maybe
Yeah.
my girlfriend can think, oh, it's not good to go alone just with your
Mm-hmm.
friends, you know, and I totally respect. But the other kind of place is totally good. So, for example, sometimes I go play soccer with my friends, you know, and
Mm-hmm.
after we go to the to McDonald's, you know, eat some hamburger, and that's it, you know.
Yeah.
But it's important to have a balance, you know, because it's very hard when you don't do this kind of balance because you are gonna miss this your friends, you know. So
Yeah.
it's important. You need to hang out with your romantic, so your partner, and if your friends too.
Yes, I totally agree, Juliana. Maybe you're not doing something wrong. You're just with your friends, being I don't know, a funny joking with them. Like, you are became. I want to be a stupid guy here. Just give me 5 minutes to joke with my friends. It's totally different, I guess, and in my opinion, totally necessary. Have this. healthy relationship with friends and really go outside with alone, but this is not unrespectable way. You are the same, just with some friends, I guess. Nice, thank you, Juliano. And how about you, Alexandre? Do you have this? What do you think about
So
this
I have a
relationship?
different opinion about this
Mm-hmm.
question. Despite the guy who choose not to be my friend,
Okay.
I agree totally that friendship is forever.
Mm-hmm.
You can count on your friendship every time you need, and he can count on you. But romantic relationship can break. I like my relationship with my ex-wife broke up in
Mm-hmm.
2003. You are living in a romantic relationship 1, 2 years, and then the situation goes bad towards in the situation break up, right? But a
Mm-hmm.
friendship is, I think, I have friendship since when I was studying the primary school, and we are in the same group of WhatsApp until today. So we can count on us one to another all the time. So in my opinion, you should keep your friendship forever,
Mm-hmm.
right? But it's difficult to keep the romantic relationship forever.
Yes, I guess. It's hard to answer that question. Like, I don't think we need to choose.
Yeah.
Both are important, I guess. And there's a different way to live, to share life with friends and relationships. It's totally necessary,
Mhm.
but I think we don't need to choose a side. It's necessary. It's part of life. I have a relationship years ago that I was just with and that time inside of the relationship. And when I broke up, I was alone because I was 1 year instead of being with my friends. And I was like, oh my gosh, this is not the good thing because they are here from me. They are my side. So I
Mhm.
think it's like I regret about this because I chose for a period of my life just one person and then this wasn't like a forever. And then I need to come back and talk with my friend. Oh, sorry, I was stupid in that time. So it's difficult. And how about you? I think you have you answered, Luis? I don't think so, right?
Yeah, I did answer, but for me it's hard because I think that are different kinds of efforts and attention that you put in a relationship, romantic relationship, and if you're with your friends. But I think that a romantic relationship begins with a friendship. I think
Yeah.
and it's very important because I think friendship is very cool because there is some mood of innocence of be I don't know, that's a good feeling about it, but I don't know how to say, but I totally agree about Yagi, Juliana, and Alexandre said, and was remember here, Juliana said important point, that's balance, because
Mhm.
you need to balance your romantic relationship with into your life with your friends and this kind of things. So
Yes, I agree. It's a difficult topic to discuss because sometimes the person who you are in a relationship don't understand that. It's like a jealous and everything, but I think it's totally necessary. But
yes,
guys, I
yes.
don't think, yeah, it's difficult to talk about this in a relationship, I guess. Like I want to go out with my friends. It's like, oh, but you don't like me anymore. It's like a dramatic situation, I believe. Guys, I don't think we have more time to answer more questions, but I put here the link from the survey. If you take a minute to answer, it's really important for the platform and from the host because you can share your opinion if you like it or dislike this immersion. And feel free to give more ideas about the topic that we can discuss in the future. And please share your opinion. You know, this is totally anonymous, so don't feel afraid about the others who would like to judge your opinion. Feel free to share. And that's it, guys. I don't know. I think we can see each other in another immersions here. I am always here. So I would like to say enjoy your rest of week and see you soon. Okay, guys.